All right, welcome to our next topic, 5.6, the government's role in industrialization. We have been talking about how as industrialization now continues to spread, nations are faced with clashes between modernization and conservative traditions. So this is going to be kind of a big deal here. But we're going to explore other places besides Europe. We're going to go, in this video, we're going to go to Egypt, Japan, Russia, and the Ottoman Empire, where those governments are trying to encourage more industrialization. Now, in other places like China, governments are too weak to corrupt or sponsor. They're too weak or they are too corrupt to sponsor any kind of industrialization. So let's get to it. The Ottoman Empire, for instance, does not adopt Western Enlightenment ideas or technology, which leaves them behind the rest of the Western world. I spoke in an earlier video about how this is the beginning of the end for the Ottoman Empire. Corruption leads to decline, nationalism spreads more unrest, and as a result, the Ottoman Empire has become, and this is a very unfortunate nickname, but it's so true, they have become the sick man of Europe in the 19th century. And now you've got some greedy Russians looking to expand into Ottoman territory there in the Middle East and what is today modern-day Turkey, and even into Eastern Europe. Egypt, on the other hand, which is part of the Ottoman Empire, still part of Ottoman control, although it is functioning with a certain degree of autonomy. A guy by the name of Muhammad Ali, not the boxer, okay, different Muhammad Ali, takes control of Egypt, and he makes many changes without the Sultan's permission. This is Muhammad Ali right here. So he is trying to take Egypt and separate it a little bit from the Ottoman Empire. Here's some of the things that Ali does. He westernizes the military. He produces an official newspaper, taxes the peasants, secularized religious lands, which means they basically got put under control of not Muslims. It's not based on the Muslim faith. And he also wants to lead the way in industrialization. I've got that boldened because that's exactly what this unit is talking about. Building textile factories and building ships to create a navy. You don't think of the Ottoman Empire as being a place that needs a navy, but they're going to find out really quick that that's exactly what they need. But despite the failures of the Ottoman Empire, Ali is known as the first great modern ruler of Egypt because of his vision of state-sponsored modernization. That's one of his biggest contributions to our study of AP World History in industrialization. Let's switch over to Japan. Remember, the Japanese have been isolated for a long time. They sought Western technologies and innovations to help it become equal to Western nations. And during the Meiji Restoration, which we have already talked about, Japan was able to become a modern industrialized nation in less than half a century due to state-sponsored industrialization. This is very similar to what we saw with the Ottoman Empire. So I'm going to just leave this up here because I don't want to go through all of this, but this is for your own notes that you're taking in your packet, which you all emailed. And remember, if you have any questions about any of these videos, please comment down below, and I'll try to get those answered for you. We see Japan opening up with the U.S. Under the direction of Admiral Matthew Perry. This is not the same actor that plays in the TV sitcom Friends. They realized they needed defensive industrialization, just like China did. And they want to adopt enough Western technology to protect its traditional culture. The Meiji Restoration is where Japan visited the U.S. and Europe to study and implement reforms. And some of these reforms here, if you probably look at them, you can probably figure out that there's a lot of Enlightenment and industrialized concepts here that they're going to do in Japan. This is going to make Japan uniquely different from China and many other places. Don't forget, the Japanese will now become overly militaristic, and they will even adopt some American styles of dress. This is going to be good. It's going to bode well for the Japanese economy. And the same problems of industrialization, those unfortunate side effects, go into Japan as well. They cannot escape those. So the Japanese, I think, out of all of these places so far, probably the most direct when it comes to them influencing into industrialization. So the government plays a major role in industrialization here. In some places like the Ottoman Empire and Qing China, industrialization is going to be resisted. In other places like Russia and Japan, government intervention is able to encourage industrialization. But remember, in order to industrialize, these places had to adopt some cultural aspects of the West. In other words, what are they doing in Europe? What are they doing in the United States? While state sponsorship is important, private money is also a good key to industrialization. Foreign investment is important to growth. In Japan, here's what makes this unique. Businesses were sold to something known as zaibatsu. The zaibatsu are powerful family businesses in Japan. So investors of this foreign money are encouraging industrialization. Here's an example. In 1906, a company called the Toyota Loom Works made the automatic loom, and yes, Toyota, you'll notice there's a D there, but later on this company is going to become the Toyota Motor Company. So that is one example of how foreign investment through the zaibatsu actually works. So, anyway, that is topic 5.6. It might be a good idea to review Heimler's history video, where there's a link to it right here, right above my head. See it? You may click on it now. And go back to the video if you need me to. I'm going to stand out of the way here for a second. And the last part of Unit 5 we're going to be looking at is, well, it's not the last part, but 5.7 is about economic developments and innovations. So hope you'll join me for that. Have a great day.